watching The Last of Us. You know, can they not make that chick hot? The Last of Us is our new zombie show, and of course, you know, I was very hesitant to watch this show as I hate The Walking Dead. All right, I hate The Walking Dead. I can't stand The Walking Dead. Gave up on that show many years ago. And in fact, The Walking Dead ruined all zombie media for me. You know, before The Walking Dead, zombies were kind of a draw for a guy like me. I'd get very excited about zombies. In fact, I even watched that show Brian Callen was in with the zombies on MTV.
Death Valley.
Death Valley, yeah. He was a great cop. Got
Amazing
some Callen stuff coming up. By the way, Brian Callen, I spoke with your wife this week. This is true. I spoke with Brian Callen's wife this week. That's coming up. But The Last of Us. Let's talk about The Last of Us. How are you guys liking The Last of Us? So I hear this show's about a video game, right? And that to me is not, I don't want that. And I heard they're doing the cut scenes are like the cut scenes from the game, right? Something like that. What is a cut scene? I hate that in a video game. If I'm watching a video game and it starts doing a scene and they're trying to play it off like that's the graphics, that's just a movie you made. It's not part of the game. You ever see a video game commercial and they just show, they're not showing gameplay. They're showing this movie that they made about the graphic guy. That's not the game. So if you're interested in these, is that what it's called, Jules? A cut scene?
Yeah.
A cut scene. That isn't for me. When I get a cut scene, I sit there like this. Hurry the fuck up. Skip, 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 skip. Skip all! I wish I could press for cut scenes. And I don't even play video games. But I heard this.
What happens?
I heard The Last of Us or whatever it's called is just like the video game, which that to me is not a selling point. And then I heard it's a zombie show. And again, The Walking Dead made zombie shows so annoying. They killed the zombie. They were so greedy. You know, zombie was something. Try to take yourself back to before The Walking Dead. It was pretty thrilling to see a zombie. You know who else ruined it is these zombie comedy movies like Zombieland. You were never supposed to be doing jokes with zombies and, you know, kind of being an asshole with your, you know,
you don't like the zombie's head freezing as it's getting exploded and then text comes on the screen?
Well, does that happen? Oh, yeah, where it stopped. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Zombieland. They really ruined it. So when I heard this show was coming out, I go, oh, God. However, I watched it, and I got a couple of problems, and I got another thing I like about it. First of all, it's mushroom-based zombies, so that's a little more fun. It really is. The mushroom aspect of this show has made it a little bit better for me. There's a scene in this show. There's going to be some spoilers here for this show. There's a scene in the show where they visit some doctor woman, some therapist or something, some older Chinese chick. A mycologist. And they start telling her, you know, about this mushroom spore-related thing. And she starts saying, oh, no, there's nothing we could do. Just bomb the whole city, right? There's nothing we could do. I'm very confused by this nothing we can do part of the show. In this world that they're in, do they know that if a mushroom infects you, it's just, there's nothing more you could do? Or does this happen in animals in this universe? Does this in our real world? When a mushroom takes over another organism, is it lights out and nothing you could... Because that's how they act in the show. They act in the show, they're like, oh, there's zombies going around? Oh, my God. And they're like, well, how can we stop them? And then when they learn that it's a mushroom-based zombie, they go, oh, we can't stop them. It's like, what? Surely you could stop. Is it true that you can't kill a mushroom or something? Is that something that I'm missing, like a part of science that I don't know about?
Same, like, to be honest,
so if you take a mushroom and shoot it, does it not die? So I thought that part was disturbing. And here's the second part that I really don't like. If you're gonna make a show, make the chick hot! You know, I'm putting my foot down here. I don't need to see another ugly girl ever again. If you're on TV, Just pick a hot girl. We're all going to like the show much more.
But
really,
it's a little kid.
It doesn't matter. You know, the reason Jules is watching Justified, she got the hots for this art.
That is true.
Lead cop with the bald head. She got the hots for this guy, and it makes the show much more enjoyable when you have the hots for somebody. This is something Hollywood's completely forgotten to do. I want to have a crush on the character of the show. It adds, because then the show doesn't even have to be good. I'm just hanging out with my crush. And if you say, no, it doesn't matter, you're not really thinking about media. It's the reason you like Red Bar. A lot of people watch the show, they have a crush. It makes it more digestible. It makes you want to watch no matter what I'm saying. If you have a crush, it's good. So I'm watching The Last of Us, and they got this retarded girl. She looks like the girl from A24, got her fucking head cut off. And I don't need that. Have a hot chick, and then they start messing around halfway through running from zombies. I want them messing around. You know, at first they don't like each other, but then that's The Last of Us. So let's do it. And that would be a better show. Some nice fucking, you know. Same thing with porns. Porns should have hot chicks in them. Not senoritas or these other types of people. We got to get back to that. We got to start pushing for that. You'll have a much more enjoyable time. All right, where was
Someone says in the game she was kind of hot.
And I don't want her to be a kid either. Make it an adult 22-year-old hot chick. It could be the same exact character, same exact personality. Now they're with each other. Oh, her shirt's getting all tattered. We're seeing it all.
Just wait till you get
now
to
that would
season
be
2. You're going to flip.
Well, yeah, I probably will. And then they killed off this beautiful woman, this older woman who I was really starting to enjoy, this real tough woman that he was with. You know, this Mexican guy all of a sudden. He's with her, and then they kill her off. But I'm very much enjoying the show. I like it a lot. I got to talk about another show.
Gave me a lot of facts about mushrooms, so...
Oh, they did? Let's hear some, Jules. Why don't you go over some of those?
My boy Lawa Ye.
Lawa Ye in the house! Hoops, hoops!
They said that the mushrooms are unbeatable because of global warming.
Politicizing the stuff. Okay. What else? You said there's a lot of mushroom facts, and then you read that. And then
spores are hard to prevent from spreading, and if you harm shrooms, they usually release spores.
Oh, yeah.
Mushrooms can survive a nuclear explosion.
Okay. Nuclear? Is it? You know what? Remember when they did this whole thing picking on nuclear versus nuclear?
Yeah, sorry if I said it wrong.
Wait, no, you didn't.
Okay.
They did. When George Bush was president, they did this whole shebang about how he said nuclear instead of nuclear. I freeze up every time I'm about to say that word. I almost slip and say it the wrong way, and then I have a debate in my head which way is right. So I'm going to start using the word nuclear. What are you going to do about it? Any more mushroom facts here? Because I haven't heard many. You said they were a lot. I've heard 2 crappy facts about a spore. Oh, man, this show. And you know what?
Bacteria
up the
mold
saturation.
Is older than humanity.
Oh, please. You know what? I like how they were like, oh, there's nothing we could do. You didn't try. You didn't give it a second. You know, if we could create a vaccine to stop COVID that worked perfectly, then we could stop these shrooms. I don't know if I'll be watching that show. It depends how much saturation is in the upcoming episodes.
You forgot the best part, that it's filmed in Calgary.
Oh, yeah. Calgary, where? On a green screen?
Yeah.
You know, they did a big thing. These shows, what they do, every show lies to a city. Did you know this? They'll build a show, and they'll go, okay, let's pretend this show's in Chicago, and then every dumb Chicagoan will watch, and you might go, that seems pretty petty for a show to do. It's not. Because there's 8 million people in Chicagoland. If you say your show is based in Chicago and you get that in the marketing, you might get an extra 1 million Chicago people to watch just so they see their own city. And 1 million, that's a lot of numbers. That's a lot of views. So what they do with this Last of Us, they go, oh, this one's filmed in Calgary. So everybody from Calgary is going to watch to see 17th Ave or Stephen Street. And then they tune in. It's just a bunch of green screen stuff. So they lied to you. They lied to you saying it's in Calgary, where she's from. This bullshit city. And then you turn it in. It's just a bunch of, Calgary. Does Calgary have roots growing all over it? All I saw was a CGI place.
I thought they were going to be at like Cowboys Casino.
Yeah. And it's like Calgary when? In the future? In the past? Are we even in present time? It doesn't matter if you're... A city can't be featured unless it's present time. I got a lot of stuff to talk to you guys about today. Where was I before that? MILF